Hey, don't let perfection be the enemy of good. Or dare I say...
Right up to my face. That's nice.
Or,
oh, shit, I can't see the time now.
Or dare I say great. I have a watch.
Oh, you have a watch? All right, and you can do that.
8:32.
Oh, my God. It's been like 19 weeks since Garrett's been back here.
I could be the busiest boy in the world.
He's very busy.
I have a family. And I train and I work. And
Same. I feel it.
I made maybe the dumbest choice of all time.
Oh, yeah.
So, RIP.
I was going to say, is that what you want to tell why it's been so long to get a site? We started real strong, got all this up around there.
Yeah. So,
big time shit.
Came into a, what do you call it? Tragedy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if we even talked about me getting love on the last one.
No, we did.
Yeah.
We talked about, you were like, oh, man, I love this dog.
Got a great Pyrenees puppy. Loved it more than...
Why are we laughing? It's the worst.
She fucking died.
We'll just say that.
She died.
She died.
It was fucking awful. And Claire fucking didn't sleep, didn't eat, would like cry for weeks. And I was like, hey, like we need to like figure something out to do, for, I was like, she's like, do you think it's too early to get another dog?
Yeah. The grieving period is very like,
dude,
it could be like a year, or you're like, I need another one on my lap in 2 hours.
I was literally rolling with a girl in jiu-jitsu. Not a girl, a lady, Wendy, 3-time world champion, fucking stud.
Wendy Tessberger.
Yeah.
Seen her.
Stud. And I was rolling Wendy and we were talking about it, and she's like, we're rolling. Like, we're literally, she's like fucking choking me and like crying. She's like, I can't believe
this is the worst.
Dude, it's like laughing about it now is like what, but dude, it was not fucking funny.
I know.
It was fucking,
and I was like, this isn't.
It was gruesome. So when people are manic, like people do, or they're making bad choices like people do, I was like, babe, whatever the fuck you want, I'll do it. What'll make you happy? I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. And she was like, I found these brothers and they're bonded. And one is the stud of the group. Like one's the biggest Great Pyrenees puppy. And then one was the runt because nobody wants the biggest fucking Great Pyrenees.
I thought I did. And then I saw the runt and I was like, yeah, I want that one.
Yeah, I want the
I really want that one.
I mean, dude, their fucking ankles are this big.
They're fat.
They look like They look like baby lions. Legitimately, like when you see a baby lion,
nobody wants a
like a lion cub,
little like dog that's like has no hair. You want something fat.
You want some substance.
Exactly.
So, in our infinite wisdom, we drove 2.5 hours each way. So we drove 2.5 hours up to a farm, and they were like, "Hey, these are the last 2 we have. Everyone else, their fucking dog had 10 puppies." And they were like, fuck. And they were like, well, we're selling them for $600 each.
Pop out 10 of those.
They were like, we're selling them for $600 each. Because their fucking mom was enormous. And he's like, their dad's a fucking monster. So they're from 2 enormous Great Pyrenees. And they were like, they're bonded. So they're like connected. And she was like, I don't want to split them. So if you take both of them, I'll give you both of them for $600. With nothing. So they haven't had shots.
Oh,
they haven't had fucking anything. Spay, neuter, all that shit.
The person we got ours from was like the person that does all that stuff. So they had all the...
They got nothing.
Yeah, don't neuter the
So on top of that, I have to fucking go spend another $600 at the vet on Monday to get their fucking COVID vaccines or whatever the fuck they need to get.
They need to get like the polio vaccine so they don't need that dog wheelchair. And then they need...
Man, is
it the heart thing?
I think there's nothing worse than having...
it's the worm shots, I think.
The worm, they got to get dewormed. Well, they might have been dewormed already because it's like a farm. They did like farm deworming.
Ew, what's that?
I don't know.
They fed him a mouse.
Yeah, they fed him like a half a gourd.
Here's some mulch. Here's half a pumpkin the horse didn't eat.
Dude, we got him out of a barn. They were in a stall in a barn, and there was a goat next to like caddy corner and then like 10 pigs next to him. So when the one sleeps, it sounds like a pig. It's like...
All my kids.
And I'm like, oh, so you guys are just pigs?
Yeah, they're just chunkies.
We let them sleep in our bed for the
Absolute
first night.
chunkers. Oh, no.
they've been in not our bed every other time.
Yeah, I was going to say, Louis has never been in the bed. He slept in a crate with the open door next to me on the couch downstairs for like the first 2 months of his life.
I'm 2 weeks in, and I'm like, why the fuck aren't you guys potty trained yet?
Because you haven't thrown him outside inside of a cage and scared the living shit out
into the pool.
There was like no deck at the time.
You just played Fear Factor with him, and he's like, all right. He's like, all right, deal. I will never piss in the house.
One time, he almost shit in the house. He did something, and Ellen yelled at him, and he was like half pooping out of his ass running to get away from her, and there's like a log hanging out.
It's funny in hindsight.
He's never done
Dog.
it. Oh, it was funny right then.
Nothing.
Because I wasn't mad. She was.
Nothing makes me madder
than a dog pooping.
In my house?
Oh, in the house, yeah.
Well, hey, hold on.
Wood
I had a peaceful cat house. I'm a cat guy. I'm not a fucking dog guy. I'm 100% cat guy. Do you know how you potty train a cat? Have you ever had a cat?
I've never had a cat.
Let me explain this.
Yeah. I know that they fucking shit in the house, which is a no-go for me. You don't just get to stink my house up and there be no flushing of a toilet.
They don't stink my house up.
Because you put Leonard's fucking coal-chambered fucking house downstairs. Is it in the basement?
They're in the basement.
Yeah, I knew. Because shit's afraid to come out of the box in the basement. That basement's scary.
No. Okay. So here's how you potty train. Dude, my kitten, because I saved both my kittens. Like, they were both like, I found them.
You didn't save Leonard. Leonard was killing things out in the wild. And you're like, you want to live with me? He's like, fuck it. I'll settle down.
I had to cut the fucking bottom out of the trailer I was living in.
Yeah.
Because
Leonard was a fucking Mohican.
Yeah.
Leonard wasn't getting rescued. Leonard was like, I was killing shit.
He was
for fun.
Wild animal.
Yeah. No.
But dude, he was this big. He was this big.
Well, I met him when he wasn't that big, and he was mean.
He was like literally, he was like the size of a hamster. So he was so young, they don't know how to go to the bathroom.
Was that the one that needed?
So
like,
I would have to
surgery or something.
When cats are young, their mom like licks their asshole, and that's how they know to take a shit. That's how they know to take a piss. Their mom licks their like little dicks or assholes or pussy, whatever. Their mom licks it, and then so they
gonna have to check that box on YouTube for
to stimulate it. So what I do, I took like a wet napkin, and I would have to like rub his little butthole. Dude, he'd take poops like this big, so I would have to like rub it for him to go to the bathroom with like a wet napkin to simulate his mom's tongue.
Yeah, dogs are way cool.
So hold on,
I'd have to lick Louis' asshole.
Here's how I potty trained Leonard. When he's the size of a hamster, you take their 2 front paws and you dig in litter. That's it. He's shit in a litter box ever since. It took me
dig in the litter.
It took me legitimately 1 minute to potty train my cat.
Was he just like?
I hold his paws in my hand and I go like this, and then he's like, "All right, this is where I shit forever." That's it. Because like cats bury their shit in the wild to hide from predators.
How bad does that shit stink?
0.
Cat shit is the worst smell.
Cat shit doesn't smell. Okay, one
Go
time.
Go back and find a fucking.
Hold on. One time when
shit.
Hold on. One time Claire closed. She said she didn't, but she did. Claire closed the basement door.
Hear that? It's just I'm gonna fucking clip this.
There's gonna be a comment
for the Instagram.
Claire closed the basement door.
Allegedly.
Probably for little Claire to not fall downstairs.
Put a little cat door.
So what happened is Leonard couldn't get down to the basement to his litter box, but he has to hide his shit. He can't not hide his shit. They don't shit in the open. So what he did was, I had one of my t-shirts laying on the couch. He took a shit and then grabbed the t-shirt and pulled it over the shit to hide it. And then just went about his business.
You know how kind and courteous dogs are? They won't fucking take a dump and then put a blanket on top of it.
I'd prefer it.
I prefer it be where I know where it is.
I didn't know he did it. Well, I didn't know the basement was full.
Granted, if a dog shits in the house, I'm going to know.
I didn't know the door.
I'm going to know the dump.
Well, I didn't know they couldn't get down there because I just opened the door. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I was sitting on the couch. I was like, it fucking smells like shit. And I was like, did someone fart? So I'm like, it fucking smells like shit.
Wait, was it on the floor?
No, it was on the couch.
Ew.
Shit on the cat. This is a little fucking cat log.
That's stinky.
But I was like,
fucking.
I was like, what? I was like watching shit like, what the fuck is
sour smelling?
And then I was like, picked up a shirt. And there was just like a little shit covered with a shirt. And I was like,
dude, that's so disgusting.
I was like, how did he shit under a shirt? And I was like, oh.
It's like little fucking.
He covered it up. On it. He was like, never happened.
That's like one of my main things. Okay, just the fact that they get to shit in the house.
Cats are the best. They piss. They shit. Dude, literally,
Your cats are fun.
Leonard Bootsy, fucking perfect. Cats are the perfect pet. If we went out of town.
Have you seen that video of that guy that walks into his house and the cat's on him and he's like, and then the cat just starts attacking his legs?
Yeah, those are people who abuse their cats.
That guy, he didn't even retaliate. He was just like,
no, that guy.
What the fuck's wrong with that cat? And he walked away.
That cat smelled the pussy in him. And he was like, you know the saying, you act pussy, you get fucked.
He did. I got attacked by a cat one time because I was sitting in his chair. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
The cat had like a special place.
He could see he could see the bitch in you, and he was like, "Hey, this is where I sit."
I tried to fall asleep. I was sitting in it,
Jakey mistakey,
laying back, and then all of a sudden, like something started biting my finger. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" I woke up and the thing was nibbling on my index finger.
He's like, "Wake up, motherfucker!"
What the fuck? And then it jumped up on me.
Yeah.
It didn't like go crazy, but it started like getting on. I was like, "Get the fuck off me!"
I've never been full attacked by. Well, see, here's why I let Leonard get fat.
If you'd let me get feisty in the front seat on the way to your new house, I bet we could have got Leonard to kill both of us.
This is why I let Leonard get fat, because
He's docile now.
Now he's just a fucking lummox, and he's does his
bringing
stuff.
it back to fucking The Animal, the movie.
Now he just sits
and then
he sits at the top of the stairs and just guards his food from the dogs.
Satisfy the urge.
Every once in a while, one of the dogs will stick their head in the gap in the door, and they get a swift pat, and then they're like,
"Fucking cunt."
Yeah, they're like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I don't." It's a 25-pound cat. A 25-pound cat is mightier than a 100-pound dog. I put that on anything.
Until it gets laid on. When your dog's full grown, it just finally goes, "Oh, I'm tired." And
cat's too agile. But that's why I got puppies. That's why I specifically am going through the terrible thing of having puppies, is so they'll be scared of cats. Because I don't want them to be 150 pounds and not scared of cats, so they try to fuck with the cats. Because cat's number one.
Cat's gross.
Leonard's in charge. Whenever I leave the house, I say, "Hey, I'm leaving. Leonard, you're in charge. Claire, all the boys, everyone. If Leonard's not around, Carnard's in charge." We even did a
if
hierarchy.
I'm breaking in your house, your cats aren't going to keep me out. But if I see two of Lou and two, like, you know what I mean? If I see that, I'm like,
imagine way bigger than Lou.
No, exactly.
Do they already have like man barks? Like,
oh, those are little pup-pups.
Oh.
Little tiny ones.
I
are
like
they both boys? Yeah, they're Fred and George. Okay.
Fred and George.
I forgot. I was like, oh, fuck.
Fred
said
George.
The name and I can't remember now.
Fred and George Weasley, baby.
Dude, I want my drink so bad, and I left it all the way across the room.
You should get it.
I'm just watching each time. You know what?
I'm like,
I'm gonna wet my whistle.
Oh,
yeah.
Here. Hey, tell me if you like this audio with headphones in.
It sounds like you're teaching your cat how to shit. That's so gross. The parents lick the butthole. You see me in here, finger popping my dog's asshole. Like, he's got to learn.
How the fuck's he gonna learn?
I'm checking your cameras from now on. Garret.
My shit's on. Yeah, I haven't.
They use puppy pads, right?
Dude, you do it? No, they don't. I don't let you don't let a dog that big even learn to kind of shit in your house.
Yeah, not no puppies.
What they do is they take grown man pisses and shits in your house.
Yeah. They're not, dude. When we fed him that fucking dog food we told you about, he would eat that shit, dude.
What I do when they do it is I yell, "God damn it, motherfucker!" I'll just be sitting on the couch. Claire was up in the shower, like she was up in the bathroom, and then she went to Jack's room, tell him goodnight, and he was like, "It sounds like one of the dogs went to the bathroom in the house."
It sounds like one of the dogs? Oh,
because
he heard you.
From the living room
I was like,
at 10 o'clock at night, he heard me yell, "God damn, motherfucker. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I just took your ass on a walk."
I thought you meant like he was like in there and he heard like.
No. Should you talk to dogs that way? I don't know.
I'm going to say no because I did Lou.
Dogs,
and Lou's like, if I yell now, he'll like go to the other room and like, fuck this.
Dogs don't know words, but.
Oh, they know emotion.
I'm trying. But immediately I'm like, all right, I got to get I've been on a hot one.
No, the puppy pad was a last resort.
Puppy pad's last resort, but what they do is they shred puppy pads. Not with piss or shit on them. They just shred them.
Like, ugh.
They're just like, man, what a fun thing to tear apart.
Fucking Leonard did that shit. Don't even fucking try to blame it.
No,
like, fuck these dudes.
We found them.
They just eat them and just tear them up.
No.
Oh, dude, Louis ate the fucking baseboards. Like the shit you don't
they
know
try
they
to chew on a stair.
Yeah, but how do you chew on a flat fucking piece of baseboard?
Teeth.
Like
this?
how? It's flat.
Well, they're
His fucking mouth opened up so wide in order to grab it.
They're so stupid. Yeah. They can achieve incredible feats.
He ate everything, and then one day he just stopped.
Let's talk about stuff about my dog that nobody cares about. George
of the jungle.
George is smart, which makes him inherently bad. Because we had him in we bought like a toddler playpen.
Yeah, I saw it. It looks like you got two newborns in your living room.
Well, the lady said that they were 25 pounds. So we're like, okay. So we bought harnesses for 25-pound dogs. We got the thing. We had everything set. Well, really, how we got the playpen was we were out for St. Patty's Day, and Claire was trying to get her friend to let us watch their kids. And she was like, no, just come to our house because we have all the stuff and blah. And Claire was like kind of fucked up. And she's like, boom, I just bought a playpen. It's a big fucking playpen. She's like, I bought a big playpen. Like, now they can come there.
Dude, I think we still have 2 of them in the basement.
But it's not it's not a pack and play. It's like fucking.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought they were.
It's like a 6 foot by 6 foot pen.
Well, you guys storing Tommy Pickles and the rest of the
I don't know, the fucking lock at the, yeah.
Conrad just sits there like I'm in timeout now.
I was trying to think of the Phil and Lil.
Phil Lil?
Oh, we could have went Phil. If we got boy and girl, we could have went Phil and Lil.
Could have.
Solid.
Fred and Jorge? What other brothers are there that's fun?
What's the red hair one?
Oh, Chucky? Fenster?
Chucky Fenster.
They still watch it. They watch it downstairs. There's a new one. Have you seen the new Rugrats?
No, because I'm 35 years old.
I guess
I've never let Conrad watch kid shows.
Not Rugrats?
Never.
Rugrats was great.
Rugrats wasn't his generation.
Wally Kazan?
Fucking Wally Trollman?
Yeah, dude.
No.
They learned how to spell and fucking...
No, it's annoying.
That was the whole point of that show.
I let him watch exclusively anime and Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Z, anime, shit that I wanted to watch.
That shit sucks.
That shit's great.
I hate anime. I don't know why. I like cartoons. Don't like anime.
Because you're gay.
I think I was going to try to watch Titans or some shit like that.
Attack on Titan
is that what you told me to watch?
10 out of 10.
See? I still haven't done it. That was like fucking 5 years ago.
You're going to watch Attack on Titan and you're going to be like, dude, I don't know. I didn't watch it before. Now everything's out. Dude, it's...
Oh, yeah. Is it like the full thing?
It's a legitimate 10 out... If you watch that whole series, the ending, you're like, what the...
I will rewatch The Office 1,000 times.
No, The Office
Breaking Bad.
The Office sucks.
It's my night. It's like when you want to go to sleep, pop it on.
That's how you know the show's not good.
It's comfort. It's different.
No, it's not good.
It's great.
If it was great, you couldn't fall asleep because you'd be so enamored by it.
I was.
No, you're not, because you fall asleep to it.
No, in the time when I had never seen anything, it was great.
No, you're being a hypocrite.
No, it's a good thing. That's another weird thing. I won't fall asleep to a bad show. If I know it's something like, I'm not putting that on. I don't even want to listen to it. I'm weird. If it's a shitty movie, like I definitely won't put that on.
I fall asleep. I used to exclusively fall asleep to Ancient Aliens for years. Now, you can't tell me aliens didn't build the pyramids. I don't give a fuck if you got a picture.
I saw something the other day. It was like, white people will do anything. They claim that black people can't do nothing. And they'll say anyone in the world built the pyramids other than Africans. It's like, fair.
He's like, do you know how I know racism exists? He's like, because they say alien built the pyramids in Egypt. He's like, but there's pyramids in Mexico. He's like, ain't nobody fucking say the Mexicans didn't build those.
Well, a big difference.
That was like
there's 486
Schultz
stones and the ones in the Mayan pyramids. And there's like 2
million.
Dude,
they're
not the same size.
They're not the same size, but they're very impressive.
Impressive. Not the same scale.
They're buildable by Mexicans.
Granted, I bet it's very... My buddy, we'll have to have him call and do one with us. Jared, who went to Egypt.
Yeah.
You gotta ask him about that. Like, I bet it's great to look at, but the fact that you can look at it while being inside of a Pizza Hut is probably not as grand as it used to be.
No.
You know?
It's garbage.
You've seen, like, the big city... Like, they're in Cairo, right? So, that big... like skyline they do of it where it's like, oh, that's awesome. But if you turn that camera around,
it's
and you're like, it's a fucking city. I'm like, it's Cairo.
Kinda.
Oh, well, I mean, it's got to be. That's like
it's a city.
They're the rich Egyptians on that side, right? They're the oil people.
It's shit.
They all live.
They live in absolute squalor.
It's just white people with cameras.
Just
like, look what we found today.
They're just gazing on majesty that somebody did 50,000 years ago, and then just living in squalor.
You think it was vibrations? I think it was frequencies. 1.24. What is fucking
megahertz?
Yeah. Hey guys.
No, I think it's
Megalodon for sure.
It's aliens.
I agree with that one guy Rogan had on where he was like, the ancient civilization 12,000 years ago, not fucking 4,000, and it's just bigger technology. Just it wasn't like iPhones and shit. It was just like different technologies that were still impressive.
We couldn't build the pyramids now.
No. Well, I mean, we could. It'd just take forever.
No, we couldn't.
Sure, we could. Haven't you ever seen apartments in a row for like a month?
Yeah, that fall apart in fucking 10 years. And
okay, they're not made out of limestone and 10 different styles of
they're
rocks
not
from
made out of
different parts of the
limestone, they're made
world.
out
Oh,
of
that is kind
fucking
of hard. Isn't it?
granite.
It's limestone and granite and like 3 other things that aren't native.
They quarried them.
Rolled it across the
They
desert.
quarried them thousands of miles away.
Fucking headphones are acting weird.
And they were like, we rolled it on logs.
Yeah, like, no, you didn't.
Well, here's the thing. In all the hieroglyphs,
Fucking Blackhawk did.
you think all the shit they wrote down, you think they would write down like, here's us building the pyramid.
Something or how.
And they didn't.
No. Fucking selfish, if you ask me.
I mean, it's because they didn't build it.
I mean, that's indicative of that's a bad personality trait. That's a fucking bad.
They found it. They were like, oh, yep, we did it. We're the best.
God damn it.
Everything that they built since then. So they got
all like 3 things.
All the newer shit. At the more recent it gets, so like
that makes way more sense. We have like 1 million castles. We have 3 pyramids.
All the newer shit, dude. Castle. Okay.
I'm talking the aliens.
Castles.
They built 3 things. Impressive.
I mean,
we have a bunch of shit.
We built a bunch of shit.
We built a bunch, all right?
A bunch.
You ever been to Las Vegas, bro?
Shit. If nobody maintained that building, it would fall down in 5 years.
Dude, they fall down now and we maintain it. Like 7 people have died.
Yeah.
That thing in in Chicago is the glass where you look over in that big ass building, the Sears Tower, whatever, it cracked.
Dude, you legit right now.
Heavily maintained.
Dog, right now, I wouldn't go to Chicago for anything.
I heard Chicago's pretty nice. If you stay north of the Loop, I think is what the guy told me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I bet it's not.
Bunch of rich people up there, but it's like there's like a line you cross.
What you're doing is being racist.
That's
because that line you cross, there's a white area. It's called segregation.
Yeah.
It's like New Albany's pretty nice.
New Albany's
fantastic.
Yeah.
But a townhouse costs you $500,000.
Fuck off.
But they're like, how much is it worth to you not to live around black people?
Yeah, I'd never it's funnier when they do the gentrification. Like there's a guy I work with who lives in Franklinton.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, you live in Franklin?
And he's like, move,
and I'm
bitch.
like, wait a minute, they got a fucking land grant and shit. Never mind. It's not the Franklin. Like when I went to skate up there as a kid, like I'd come up Sullivan and go to fucking
You had to
Dodge.
fight a crackhead.
Literally. I had my shit stolen. I got jumped there like twice.
Dog.
I learned bum up or duck down from a 5-year-old there when I was like 13.
Dog, I was, one of my fondest childhood memories is we went to Dodge. We were like 13.
What got stolen?
No, it didn't. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Yeah. It was my buddy Paul Drum, who, R.I.P., died of heroin overdose. we don't all get to make it. No. But Joseph. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Still to this day. We were riding. He had a remember the Haro General Lee?
Yeah, dude.
It was the orange and it had the Confederate flag.
I know the General Lee.
Yeah. So he had one of those.
Was he a Grass City guy?
No, West Side boy. He grew up with me.
Motherfucker.
It's Galloway. I know you fucking.
That side.
I know you pillbillies.
I know. I put it in there.
I know you guys hate it when we call it West Side, but if you pointed a map of Columbus,
you guys got to go to Grove City #2.
Galloway. What, Westland?
Yeah. I was
Westland
like, I went over
City.
that. Somebody showed it to me. I was like,
that's how I know.
Looks like Grove City.
That's how I know that you're such a piece of trash.
No, the school district.
Because you called Westland Grove City #2. And
it's an exact replica of Grove City High School.
Our morning announcements were in English, Spanish, and Somalian. You're like, you went to that hoity-toity Westland, huh?
They went to that good school. No, it's an exact replica of Grove City, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I went to both schools.
What's the middle school right there?
Westland's so shitty. I don't know.
Well, that middle school is the same school
my
as Brook Park.
Very cool story.
That's why I was like, why do these all look the same?
So we're 14 years old. We ride from Galloway all the way to Dodge on our bikes. And we're going you go through the woods before you get to the skate park.
Not anymore.
There's like a trail. Not anymore, but
by the old brick abandoned building.
I'm saying
by the river.
This is like 2002
when the projects are still there.
Yeah. So you had we cut through the woods to get to Dodge.
I came up around the pool where the loop is, where the apartments were.
So we were cutting through. So because we rode all the way there. So this fucking crackhead comes out of the woods and grabs Paul's handlebars. And he's like, this is my bike now. Paul's dad is a prison guard and extremely abusive. Cool guy.
Just triggers him.
Cool. I mean,
he pulls out a knife.
Hold on, listen. Paul's dad was a cool guy.
Did Paul kill a guy? You can say it.
But he was an aggressive fella. So Paul was known for like fight. Like Paul could fucking fight. I watched Paul hand a fucking grown man his lunch.
That's a cool thing.
And just literally the dude grabbed his handlebars and Paul dumped his bike and stepped over the hand, dude, without missing a beat. Just fucking pop. And it's a crackhead, so
dude.
I mean, it's not like he beat up Jorge Masvidal in the woods.
True. But if you're a child,
he handed this dude like almost beat, like we had to like grab him off him like, hey, that's enough. This guy learned his lesson. I don't think he's gonna be stealing any children's bikes this week.
He's definitely dead in the woods. He's definitely dead in the woods.
And I hate that I hate when people share stories and every story's an L. Like, oh, here's a bad thing. It's like sometimes you win. And when you win, you should be just as happy about it as when you lose. So I watched a child. Like if I seen a 15-year-old right now, child.
Oh, yeah.
But they're big now. They got steroids and chicken nuggets. These fuckers are huge.
Yeah, their whole thing is like gyms now. We used to like, skateboarding. Like everyone knows like jujitsu. And
I'm trying
to fuck
everybody does like Muay Thai and fucking lift.
Dude, if I get choked out by an 18-year-old in fucking high school, I'm shooting him.
Yeah, you got to check for now you got to check for cauliflower. It's on children.
Am I pistol whipping this kid? Or am I actually going to try? Yeah, that's fucked up. What are we looking at? Where are we at?
Handed him an absolute 8:54. We started at 8:34. 20 minutes.
Oh, I was like, I have no idea what the fuck that means. All right.
You're lost in the sauce.
8 minutes and 54. We've only been talking for 8 minutes.
8 minutes? God damn.
Fucking impressive.
We got a lot of shit done in 8 minutes. You're like, cut it. Bro, that's the best 8 minutes ever.
That's a wild ass 8 minutes.
No, but just
tell me, I'm gonna grab my water.
And here's another. I have like a fantasy, if you will, of a group of teenagers talking shit to me and just dismantling them.
Why?
I don't know. Is that a crazy thought to have?
Not if you just want to beat kids.
I don't want to. Listen,
well, the fantasy is kind of what I want. My fantasy is like, man, I would love like 18 MacBooks.
I just want a group of like 15, 16-year-olds like call me a faggot in like a grocery store parking lot.
The F word.
They said it. I didn't say it.
That's true. If you listen back,
they said it. I just want that, and then just
what the fuck just fell?
Absolutely wipe like 5 teenagers. Dude, I was at the grocery store today thinking like, man, I wish there was just a guy with a gun would pop out so I could show. What am I training for?
True. Yeah.
What am I doing all this
I'm with my kids most of the time in the store, so I'm not like, yeah, fucking.
No, I was with my kids too. I'd be like, boys.
I hope someone started shooting
I would
at
be
us.
like, boys, get down. Let dad handle it.
I'd be so indecisive because I'd be like, motherfucker, am I going to go to jail for like 4 days till they're like, yeah, he did the right thing?
No, I'm not talking about shooting.
Fuck
no,
that.
I wasn't trying to pop off. I want to like
I ain't rushing a guy with a gun.
No, that's what I want to do. I want to duck down. I want to be on the news.
I want to be on the news.
Dog, this is like legitimately daydreaming.
Guy gets shot in the leg.
No, daydreaming.
What chokes the guy out?
No, beats him dead. It's like
we'll have to cut out a section for your wheelchair.
Hear me out. Yeah, I'll have one of those tubes in my mouth. Yeah, that was I fucking completely dog walked that guy before I lost blood and took damage to my spinal cord.
Yeah, literally, you'll be hooked up to an IV to me, and I'll be giving you transfusions.
Hey, listen, hear me out. Hey, close your eyes.
Close.
Listen, hear me out. You're in line at Kroger.
All right.
You're in Georgeville Square. It's Baghdad.
Why am I there?
You're like, I've made so many mistakes. It used to be nice. Now it's Baghdad. Okay, so it's fucking terrible there. So you're in line, and a guy's like, everybody get the fuck down. And he just has a gun. He's like, starts going crazy, trying to rob a Kroger. For no one would rob a Kroger. But in this scenario.
I'm such a turd. You'd hear the only guy go like, fuck.
Now you'd be like, you just shoot across. Duck, bitch. Bow, bow, bow.
I just got this red dot.
You're like, I just got this red dot, and boy, do I want to use it.
Just got it.
You're like, I just put a red dot on it. I just sighted my red dot yesterday.
Yeah, literally cannot be that far.
You're like, I'm America and geopolitics. I'm walking around wishing a motherfucker would. But no, so just close your eyes. You're at Kroger, right? You got your kids with you, and this dude fucking starts brandishing a firearm. He's like, everybody get the fuck. I don't give a fuck. He just starts going off. And you duck down, and you get in a lane that's like catty corner to him. and then you just take off on his ass. Blast double up in the air. Boom. When he hits the ground, he smashes so hard.
I miss my landing. My head's below his body, and I knock myself.
That's why you train. That's why you train.
That's what would happen if I tried that. They'd be like, there goes my hero. And then I'm just like flatlined.
Hero.
He killed himself. The guy's actually going to jail. He gave up after that.
The guy was like, God damn.
Like, he just killed himself.
Fuck this guy. So you just run, like, he just shoots you in the head, and you're like, well, and then he killed 50 people.
You're wondering how I got here.
Yeah. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, so you take off on his ass.
That's bad.
Pick him up, dump him, boom, and then just weld his ass shut.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, yeah. And then you're on the news, and then your kids are like, my dad is fucking Batman. And that's it. And then I can die. Whatever happens to me after that. I don't care if I make $1 more. If I get fired from my house, we have to move into like whatever happens.
Is that just a divorce, get fired from your house?
My sons will be like, my dad's a fucking man. Not only is my dad a man, my dad is the man. I watch my dad weld a dude shut holding a fire.
I need to have that mentality instead of the mentality of like telling the guy, like, dude, you're such a fucking loser. Like, dude, I got shit to do, and he shoots me anyway. Like,
yeah, he's like, pal, you're like,
my dad was a straight asshole from the minute.
My dad treated that shooter like a fucking Amazon employee. He wants that free keyboard.
Bro, legitimately. I'd make a dumbass decision.
Dude, in every situation.
I'd become a Karen of a shooter.
I almost had my dream come true. It wouldn't have been as cool, but it was like I left practice. There's a practice for 3 hours, leave practice, go to the gas station, and I'm waiting. There's a pregnant lady in front of me. Hillbilly, pajama pants, pillbilly. You know what I'm talking about.
That makes me angry too.
White trash lady. And she's like asking 1,000 questions, like trying to kind of buy a lottery ticket, but maybe not. And just I'm in line for 10 minutes. And it's me. It's one lady in front of me.
Why?
So I'm behind her making every face on the planet.
Let me get that dollar scratchy.
I'm just like,
I love a dollar scratchy.
I just want to buy a protein bar, go home. Like, did I have a 6-pack of beer? Yeah.
Yeah, I want this protein bar, but I also want these.
I gotta eat my protein bar so I can have my IPAs when I get home.
9.5%.
I've been a good boy. Yeah, I'm a fucking man.
That's a fucking lot. She's got the guns.
Got the things. But no, so I'm like kind of pissed. Fuck, dude. I'm not saying anything because I'm not a fucking asshole. But I'm like standing there like, she can't see me. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just.
Oh, yeah, you're just mad.
I'm just going through it.
Are you pantomiming behind her? Just like,
behind her, I'm just like,
what?
So
throws his hat on the ground.
So she finally checks out. I check out in 10 seconds. Got the Apple Watch. Boop, boop. So you guys take tap, scan it. Bink. I'm out. I'm done. Took me 10 seconds to cash out. I leave, and the pregnant lady's probably not her husband. The guy was in the car. Shitty like Buick something.
LeSabre.
And he's like, you got a fucking problem, bud? And I was like, what? Who the fuck are you talking?
Oh, he saw you pantomiming in the store.
I think so.
Yes.
I think so. So I leave, and I'm like, I was like, dude, who the fuck are you talking to? And he was like,
he didn't expect the energy to come back.
Yeah, he thought, he was like, white guy, glasses, Grove City. I'm going to yell at him. He's going to nerd out, go back to his car. I'm a fucking hero.
Take your hat off. Let it like, it's just like, did you not see this when I came?
Let you know, like, I'm in full, like, Grove City BJJ sweatsuit. My hair's still dripping sweat from the gym. And he's like, you got a fucking problem, buddy? I was like, dude, who the fuck are you talking to? And he was like, I was like, did you just make your fucking pregnant wife go into the gas station while you sat in the car and smoked cigarettes? You fucking loser.
Shame.
Dog, he picked his phone up and just looked straight forward out of his windshield. And I just stood there and like stared at him for like 5 minutes. I was like,
I would have got beat up. I would have been like, nice glasses
no,
or some shit.
I didn't yell. I was like, I was like, stood there. And then he was like, and he was like,
you weren't even on the phone?
And then I just got in my truck and I was like,
what a weird.
And it was like, that kind of shit.
I don't understand that.
That kind of shit only happens to me. My brother Carson is like, dude, nobody's ever fucked with me in my life.
It's because you look like you fucking sue my entire family.
Who?
Your brother looks like a lord.
He looks litigious.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, he's got that weird. The guy from.
He's got like weirdly handsome but kind of chubby.
Yeah, like you own something. I'm not trying to get fucking
I don't need it.
purged. Like when it happens. Yeah, there's something about Carson. He's got big ass hands. No.
I mean, Carson can fight. Like, he's a pussy, but he can, like, he's a pussy like my state.
I don't want to get hit by
Carson can. I don't want to get hit by him either. He hit me. I
know that.
I gave him a free one time. I have 3 steel plates in my jaw now. I have one here, here, and here. He broke my jaw in 3 places with 1 punch.
Oh.
Well, I smacked him in the face in front of his girlfriend in the backseat of a car, across her. I reached across her, was like, pow. And then we got out, and I was like, we were fucked up, obviously.
That's not a sober thing.
And we were both in the military at the same time, obviously. So I was like, hey, I'll give you one. And he fucking gave me one. Hard as he could, right in my fucking jaw. Broke it. 3 places.
What? I'm not gonna let Matt hit me in the fucking face ever.
Well,
I'll have to shoot him.
Sometimes, you're not the big brother.
No, I'm the big brother, but I'm the little brother.
Well, Carson's way bigger than me.
He's not the size difference of myself to him.
Carson's like 230. Legit. He's like 235. How big's your brother?
Matt, I don't know.
We should have him fight.
I think Matt would win.
You think so?
Wrestling. Yeah, Carson doesn't do anything like that anymore.
Carson got that dog in him.
Mm-hmm. Any stranger off the street, I've got my money on Carson.
Matt's kind of pussy.
Sure.
Matt, if you look at him in his eyes, you can kind of see the bitch in him.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Matt's got the snap problem. No. No, Matt's a murderer.
No. You can kind of smell the pussy on him.
What's the timestamp with this? I'm going to send it to him. I just fucking...
Matt,
no, Matt's
you're
a snap
pussy.
Freak. I think Matt's going to hurt somebody eventually.
Oh, Matt's going to break someone's neck in a gas station someday.
Yeah, it's not going to be...
But at least he went to war, so he can be like, well, you know.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hey, you're welcome for your freedom, buddy. Pow!
He's leaving next year. He's going... Fuck, I don't know the second part. Okinawa is the first stop.
Hell yeah.
He fucking told me where the second one is, and I can't remember. I want to go, but I can't get on base there, so...
I thought you were going to enlist. I was like, don't.
Well, yeah, let me go ahead and fucking... I'm like 90. No.
Join the Marines, dude. Do it right now.
I can't even do fucking 10 pull-ups. Well, I could probably do 10 pull-ups, but I can't, like, run 3 miles, do 10 pull-ups, and then do fucking...
Me and Carson were talking about it a couple months ago.
Try to do a PFT or try to re-enlist?
Re-enlist.
Dude, Goody's dad re-enlisted when we were, like, seniors in high school.
He was like, let's do it. And I was like...
He went Air Force. He was Army, and then he went Air Force.
I would go Army. I already did Air Force. I've been there, done that.
I already tried that one.
I already went there. Army.
No, I'm straight. There's no incentive. No.
Well, there's none for me either.
We were poor, and I was like, hell yeah, money, food.
Oh, dude, when you're poor, the military rules. Like, legitimately. I don't know why people... I'm like, dude, if you're poor, legitimately, here, hey, anybody listen.
If you're poor.
If you're poor, even if you're stupid, especially, hear me out. If you're poor and stupid...
It's almost an advantage.
Let them have you.
Mm-hmm.
Sign your life to the government.
Yeah.
And then be smart with it. Pick a decent career field. Pick something that you can use in the civilian world. Get that fucking money.
The worst that's gonna
get the
happen?
GI Bill. Dude, I have health insurance for the rest of my life. Done. I have life
not a
insurance.
bad thing to have.
I have fucking college. I'm not going to college.
Dude,
I'm
I just bought
fucking
an
retired.
external life insurance from my life insurance that's already covered from my job.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
But it's like, do it.
It's not.
Why are you not doing it? It's like,
text that dude me like,
it's such an
I
opportunity.
don't even know where my phone is. Fuck this.
It should be anybody. If you live in a bad neighborhood, if you want to change you can change it like that.
Yeah, you go to having some money in your pocket. You eat 3 times a day.
You have a career,
and you actually learn something
and you have friends that you'll have for the rest of your life. Dude, all my boys from the military.
True.
Dude, I can go to almost every state in the United States, and I have somebody's couch. If I need a couch, I have a couch. They would be ecstatic to give it to me. They'd be like, dude, come here.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw you? But like,
if I needed $100, and I was like, fuck, there's legitimately 100 guys I could call, legitimately 100 guys, and be like, dude, I need $100, man. I'll pay you back, but it's
gonna be, damn, I knew you were cracking.
It'll be
buddy.
like,
here you go.
Now it's gonna come with like you fucking.
Yeah, it's gonna get posted on.
It's gonna come with shit. It's gonna come with shit
for sure.
But it's gonna.
But
it's gonna.
That's the best thing you could do.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's like what I loved about like the brotherhood of the military. It's like, dude, there's guys legitimately that I didn't like, that if somebody fucked with, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? Like,
Yeah,
I would have their back. It's like, it's different than family. It's like that military, like that bond. Like when you go through shit with people, is like, I had a buddy, I'm not gonna say his name, but I didn't like him. And I just called him, I said, I had a buddy. I did not like him. I hated him. Dude, we drove like 6 hours. Like he had to like go, I drove him 6 hours with him. Just because, I was like, I'll go with you.
Oh, yeah. That's,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
what the fuck were you going for?
Yeah. 6 hours, like to go only, I don't want to say too much because then he'll know who it is. And then I don't want to be shitty. But that's my boy.
I mean, who the fuck else?
And if he was
6
like,
hours with? What's your name?
And if he was like,
hey, subscribe to the podcast.
If he was like, I need a job or I need anything.
Yeah.
Dude, Gooding. When Gooding got out of the military,
I talked to him the other day.
I was like, I actually did too. It was weird.
Why?
Because he showed up to my jiu-jitsu competition and I didn't know he was going there. He went to support somebody else.
Oh, that was fun.
And then he just like showed up. We haven't talked in forever.
And it was just normal. Yeah.
And it's not
really?
It was normal. But it was civil.
I hit him about the red dye. I was like, what do you think about sighting these things? He's like, I mean, if you got a grip and all this.
He was like,
smelled each other's hair.
He was like, if you don't believe kids should be trans, you're too right-wing for me. It's like,
I forgot. Is that a political falling out?
We had a
dumbest of things?
The dumbest of, especially because I don't care about politics. I'm like, dude, I don't care.
I'm the biggest antagonist when it comes to politics ever.
I don't care.
It depends on what you are. I'm the opposite at that moment.
I'm not. Dude, you could, whatever bullshit you're spitting, I'll go along with you. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because I agree with most of them. Like, I get it. It's like if you're if you're pro-abortion, I'm like, yeah, if you get raped or something, it's like you should get an abortion. If you can't support a kid,
if you didn't get raped, whatever.
I'm just saying, if we have enough kids, there's enough kids.
Too many.
But also, you're killing a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing is like, I was like, I think women should be able to kill as many babies as they want, but I don't think you should be able to say like it's not killing it. Like you're killing a baby.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You're 100% killing a baby. But it's like that's your you should be able to kill them until they're 5. If you get a shitty one,
I mean, if you crash your car into somebody and they're pregnant and that kills them and
double homicide.
Isn't that a double?
Yeah.
They might want to look into that. Ooh.
Double homicide.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't give a fuck about it.
But also, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the baby. It's not my baby.
Yeah, dude, politics are so fucking stupid. Number 27. Screw everything.
Oh, the great
dude. Yeah, we got to talk about that part. Come on now. T-Dog.
Trump.
Remember when they came for him? I called you.
They just came for him.
I know. I called you. I was like, they're gonna come Tuesday.
They're coming.
And then it didn't happen. And then like the next Tuesday, I think it was the next Tuesday. What?
They took a shot at the champ, and they're gonna lose.
Apparently, I watched some clips on CNN, and they were like, "Yeah, this isn't really holding much weight."
Oh, what do you mean? You mean like the Russia investigation? You mean like the shit that they proved to be false? And he called.
You just see the Trump flags like rising slowly in the background.
Dude, like, they're making him easy to root for. It's like, and Trump, I'm a contractor. Trump made his living off of fucking over contractors. I'm like, how are you making me root for a guy that would fuck me over in 1 second?
Yeah,
that's how bad they are at playing this game. And that's how good he is at playing this game. And it's like, dude.
Do you want him to come back?
The great leader?
Oh, dude, I would like to see it again. Just to have fun. Just
so I can fuck with Claire for the next 4 years?
Oh, yeah.
More than anything in the world.
Might be able to sway Ellen to vote for him this time.
Oh, she voted for Biden.
After this, I don't even have a problem with Biden. He's just old and he's just 100.
Well, you can't have a problem with him. He didn't do anything. You mean the guy that got the most votes ever?
Did he?
Most votes ever.
Because everybody probably fucking. I think they were just like, yeah.
Or.
I don't even think we're into the.
You can't say that. Don't. You can't put this on YouTube.
Which one?
They might have.
Oh, the fixing of the elections.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, probably not. If you just got beat and then now we're just stuck and we're like, fuck.
They definitely didn't fix the election.
Definitely didn't fix the election.
Biden got more votes than Obama. One of the most popular candidates in our lifetime.
Did you vote for Obama? What year did you enlist?
Yeah, I voted for Obama. Obama was my chief. Obama was my commander in chief.
Yeah.
I have the utmost.
Same.
Obama.
I voted for Obama.
Hey, guess what president in the last 20 years hasn't started a war? There's only one.
T-Rump.
Oh, man, you answered that fast.
Dr. Trump. Yeah, I know. I heard it.
Dr. Trump.
I called him doctor. He's a philanthropist, man.
I wish some like right wing, because you know how like Bill Cosby got his doctorate? I wish some like right wing, I wish there was like a right wing university that was like, you know what?
There is Wright State University. That's a W, never mind.
If they give him a fucking doctorate, just an honorary doctorate, that would be. Imagine, dude, because kids are kind of getting sick of it. There's a lot of like college kids.
Presidente.
I have a nephew.
Got such a sick mic stand.
Maybe
Dude, I bought a mic stand for somebody and they didn't show up.
Maybe I have a nephew. Maybe I don't. And maybe he's in college right now. And maybe I heard that being right wing is pretty cool, and being a fucking blue hair is pretty lame now.
It depends on if you go to Berkeley or if you go to Columbus State. Actually, no. Columbus State's pretty fucking.
He's not at Columbus State. He's at a good school.
Is it OSU?
I don't know what school he's at.
Does it rhyme with Kokoku? Ooh, that was not a good one.
I don't think anything rhymes with that.
This is not.
I don't think he's not in Ku Klux Klan University. If that's what the fuck you're asking, he's not there. He plays tennis and he's a nice kid.
Tennis used to be fun.
But
no, I heard. Yeah,
he's like.
I don't know if being.
He's like sharing
cool.
like Trump. Like no, it's cool.
Oh,
It's like open and like it's cool.
I missed the days when it was closed doors. It was hidden. And
it's
then
like,
have like the other, like,
like, what are the 3 things that you don't talk about while drinking? You can do it right now.
Politics. All lives matter. Well, politics.
That's the new one.
Wait, are you talking about 2023 version?
No.
Or like old school version?
Old school. The shit your dad. It was like, if you're at a bar, if you're at dinner, there's 3 things you don't talk about.
Politics, wives.
No, politics, religion.
Religion's a fucking.
You never talk about religion.
Because everybody was Christian in 1987.
But no, because it's your business.
True.
If you're not, that's your business. If you're Republican,
have a big scuffle between Catholics, or whatever the fucking. Yeah.
They had the fucking.
Like you're all derivative from the same fucking thing, so it's.
They had a little thing called the.
Quran.
No, that's a big thing.
The Old Testament, aka the Quran.
The Crusades.
Oh yeah, remember that? I learned about that from fucking old Matthew telling his shitty stories.
Old Christianity.
I still haven't watched that movie.
Catholicism really flexing dick. But Christianity kind of saved the world.
Namaste. Oh wait, that's not Christian.
That's Buddhist, and you're a fucking piece of shit for doing that.
Is that Buddhist?
I think so.
Does Hindu have that?
Hindus don't have it.
They're pretty cool.
Hindu's actually a really cool religion.
Yeah, I was talking.
There was an old Indian guy that used to get,
and I was like, "Hey, yeah, you remind me of that guy, the Indian god or the Hindu god of whatever has all those arms." He's like, "Oh, Furnush or whatever," and I was like, "How the fuck?" And I went to my desk and I googled. He's like, "How the fuck are you right? How do you know this?" He grew up smarter than I. Yeah,
smarter than I.
Yeah,
but no, there's I used to get fucked up with this Indian dude, and when I say Indian, he could have been Pakistani. He could have been 1,000 things. You know what I'm talking about.
I have Indian friends. Paki friends.
Computer Indian.
Probably Paki.
Probably not.
There's a bunch of people in the.
He was Hindu, and he would we would have like theological talks, like not debates. It was like, hey, like what
was
do you guys?
Was he like not? Was he? Hindu?
He was old. Like he was an old.
Was Hindu he Buddhist Hindu or okay?
Yeah, but he would.
Okay, that's what I was asking. I was like,
but he was
Christian?
Just
like, is he just going off about how Christianity is awesome?
He hung out at Muggsy's. Ugh. And we would get a pitcher for $5 each. Like, I got a pitcher.
How do you not get hate crimed at Muggsy's?
We didn't share.
If I get Hilliard, I'm like, that's not Hilliard. That's fucking, that's West Side. Muggsy's is part of the West Side.
Muggsy's, it's honorary.
Columbus PD goes there.
Yeah, Hilliard's like, we don't have the guys.
You go to Lucky's. That's Hilliard.
Yeah, like, we don't have the guys for that.
Yeah.
But no, I would like have like theological talks with this guy. Just about like his beliefs, Hindu, like just whatever they were into. And it was like really cool. But it was like, you could do that. You could just sit down, have a pitcher of beer, and just talk to dude about like what you really. But that's how shit gets like
that. But if you're like one of us that don't give a shit, that isn't like, oh, this is my life. My personality is my politics. My fucking religion's my politics. Like,
yeah, that gay.
needs to stop. Your personality is not fucking right wing, left wing. You dumb shit. That's why you're so annoying, and that's why people hate you,
dude.
Not because we don't like the left or Joe Biden. Yeah. It's because you're fucking annoying. That's your entire space and living is that little. You have nothing else.
Like, you know what?
But
you're actually
Trump is a bitch.
Actually, Webb, you're racist.
Is that racist?
You're racist for saying that. Even though you mentioned nothing about race. You are, in fact, racist. Yeah. And it's like they played that game. They played their cards 2-4, like, oh, you don't like trans children? How's it feel to be a Nazi? And you're like, what?
Don't cut your dick off. Swastika.
Yeah, I don't.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
And here's the thing is like, nobody gives a fuck. Here's how you know, like, here's how I know the world changed. A couple years ago, I had 2 guys that were over this. Okay, let's say 5 years ago.
I'm gonna say 2016-ish.
Yeah, I did a social experiment. I'm a contractor. I live in a very
cut this part out.
I live in a very, very, very right-wing world.
Trade?
I live in a very right-wing world. And I'm not crazy right-wing. But I don't give a fuck about Hollywood. But I was like, because Claire was bitching about gender, whatever. I don't know. She's doing lefty stuff, crying. And I was like, I'll prove that shit on that.
Not choking this time.
So I
did that last time. I was like, oh fuck.
So there was 2 guys, dude, they're both older than 60 years old. A couple years ago,
kind of experiment was this?
Over 60. And I was like, what do you guys think about gay marriage? And they were like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah, it's.
But that's the thing is like, but that's the thing is like, I don't give a fuck. Both of them. And these are both like staunch.
Yeah.
Right wing, gun toting, hillbilly contractor guys that fucking work with their like.
You peeking over there?
Dudes. I'm talking about fellas.
Yeah.
Old school guys. Like both of them over 6'4", both of them 230, 7 years old, still working in the field, like still dogs. And I was like, what do you guys think about gay marriage? Just as a thing. And they were like, they were kind of like, why you think about getting hitched?
Yeah.
Pussy.
There was a joke.
But then.
And then,
But then also they were like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. They're like, I don't. What?
It doesn't. Get married.
Am I going to your wedding?
But that's the thing is like, it was like, they hate gay people. It's like, no, they don't. They literally, they're indifferent to gay people. They don't care. Yeah. And they don't like, I think that people feel indifference as they don't like that thing. Like, oh, you don't care about gay people. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Do you care about old
It's like when I see a millipede's legs, I'm like, I don't hate it. I'm just like,
he's like, ugh.
I don't understand that.
No, but he's like, I just say,
I don't look at it that way.
That's a weird, no, they don't think about his millipede's legs. They spend 0% of their day.
Absolutely 0%.
Thinking about gay marriage, whatever it is.
They're not twiddling their thumbs like, fuck, I wish I could fucking run over a gay. There are people like that.
There's like 5.
But I highly doubt it's a tradesman.
There's 5.
I doubt it's fucking someone who hates getting up at 5 a.m., working in the rain, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, gay people. Yeah, shit, gays.
Man, they're fucking. No, they're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's literally the last thing.
But then other people look at that indifference as like a hateful thing. It's like, no, they're just busy. Yeah. And they don't, it's like, dude, you want to fuck a guy? Don't tell me about it. Just go do it. Mm-hmm. Or do whatever the fuck you like, fuck anything.
It is non-inclusive when you say it like that.
But it's like, go do whatever.
Don't tell me your story, but,
just
you and Mary Jane Rattencrouch. Let me hear all about that one. Gotta be inclusive. If he's coming around like, dude, I ridden this guy's ass so hard last night. He's like, ooh.
They are not inclusive about that. When I was a young man throwing it around, they were like, what'd you do this weekend? I was like, boys, I was what? They were like, slow down and tell me every stinky detail.
Let me smell your fingers.
Let me smell your breath.
That would be the cool modern. You need to make a video about that. Like a fucking Gillian Hughes video where they're like on the construction site and they're like really cool with their like gay friends. And he's like, tell me. He's like, boy, I fucking peppered his asshole.
I welded this boy shut.
Yeah, and he's like, here, get you some.
Yeah, get you smell that. Fuck? I think he had Chipotle yesterday.
That's the new. Yeah, I mean, Yeah,
it's inclusive,
because
but it's also
now you're the old trades dude. You're going to be in like 10, 15 years.
I am readily on my way to
guys,
transit.
like, hey man, what are you doing?
Hey, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Yeah. That's how you communicate.
Fucking
that's how you communicate with Mexicans.
Oh my gosh.
You
That's very terrible.
No, it's not.
That's how you communicate. That's how you communicate with
If
squirrels.
you don't speak Spanish, and you have to work with a guy that doesn't, I won't call Mexican because they're not all from Mexico, but let's say they're Spanish, not from Spain, but from.
You don't know enough to get around.
Let's say they're from Mexico. I know enough. I can get around, but you can go like, and they know what you're saying. That's how they talk. See, here's how I know you're racist and you don't hang out with Mexicans.
I'm the
any white person that spends any white person that trades that spends time around Mexicans knows this.
Don't flip the bucket over.
You just do that, and they know. It's like a dolphin communication.
So half of my
current
sonar.
We
employees
communicate with sonar.
are Spanish, and then the half of that half do not speak English.
You should try it. Hear me out.
That doesn't.
Hear me out. Now you live in a very different world than I do. Just try it. I'm saying, don't even be like, "Hey boys, I'm doing experiment." Just be like, no. Just point a couple things and whistle in different tones, and they'll be like,
"No, I don't even do that."
They might even respect you as a man. Mm-hmm. They don't now.
That would be terrible.
You're too skinny.
No, everybody there is cool.
You're too skinny.
Straight gun show. All pecs.
Straight gun show, all tits, all ass.
Just straight. This is pretty much a KK, Kim Kardashian. Straight. Is it Kim? Yeah, KK. That's right.
Yeah. I was like, where are you going with this? You're like,
Kim Kardashian.
This is straight up KKK booty.
I don't even, what? See, I didn't even hit my mind. That's how non-white I am.
What?
Yeah.
Look pretty.
Yeah, I'm pasty. Give me some summer tan on me.
You are opaque.
I'm going to get my Scottish, Norwegian, Swedish fucking tan.
You're one of those inside boys.
Yeah.
Dog, look, I'm tan. I'm white, motherfucker.
That's because of alcohol.
You don't get tan from alcohol.
Yeah, you do.
You get jaundice.
Did you know that? It gives you rosacea.
No, it doesn't. That's red.
Yeah.
Tan. That's not red.
Put it up. I'm going to change the hue.
Here's my, look. Here's my,
my
this is how white my skin is. This is how dark my arm is.
It's your leg is my arm, right?
My leg is your arm. I am.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ. I think the color balances off. No, that white balance. Yeah. Dude, your leg looks invisible.
Yeah, I look opaque.
Yeah.
But
I could green screen your body.
I'm tan because I work outside. It's wintertime.
It's wintertime. There's no fucking...
I'm outside, baby. In a fucking t-shirt because I'm a goddamn
and I was like, it's fucking
American.
Wintertime.
Hey, Russia, China, come fucking run it, baby. We out here working. Hey, all the pussies you see on the news and YouTube and TV, that ain't the real America. There's fucking 200 million motherfuckers like me in the middle of the country.
There's only 300 million of us.
And 200 million are fucking dogs.
100 million live under trees that...
Yeah, come run it.
Half a WV. Where we at? Time.
Ooh, we're
close?
We're close.
How close?
We need to... I told her I'd be home before 10.
So you lied to her. So
I did lie. No, but there's...
What the fuck? All right, so you did that.
Hey, Russia, China, come fuck around and find out.
Yeah, dude, you guys have like 11 jets tops. You're not... I'm
dude,
not
China's like, we have 1 billion...
China has 10.
Oh, fuck.
So they... Hey, yeah, what were they like?
We have a 1 billion soldier.
Yeah. Is that what they said?
I don't think so. I don't even know his Chinese accent. That could be anything.
That could be Joseph. Very drunk.
Yeah, that's my very good friend Joey, drunk on alcohol.
Very much alcohol. Is he coming over?
What?
Is Joseph coming over?
To my house? Yeah. He's probably at my house right now.
Oh, I'm coming.
And there's fights coming.
I'm coming.
He's like, you Trump?
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming.
I'm going to come.
He's like, oh.
I just want to see how close I can get this to my face. It feels comfortable right here now.
It does feel kind of nice.
It's nice. That's your own personal one, too, though.
I mean,
is your name on it?
If there's audio, someone has headphones on right now.
Oh, yeah, right here. If we're talking here, like, it's straight NPR.
Right. I'm going to come.
My lips are fucking pushed in.
Dude, you have good NPR voice. Just say I'm going to come NPR voice.
I'm going to come.
I'm going to come.
I'm missing. I don't have a full dynamic. You've got a rasp, a high, and a low. I've got like, to a certain point, it'll drop out, and you don't hear half of it.
I'm gonna come.
You can have yours back here, and your what do you call it? Projection works because I set your microphone up real good, and for some reason, I decided to fucking poop on mine.
You gotta.
But anywho,
you gotta focus on the talent.
Kid Rock.
Rules.
Hilarious.
Are we doing word association?
Go ahead. Pretty much. All right, Kid Rock.
Rules.
Patriotism.
Rules.
Kid Rock.
Rules.
That would have been my.
You should have said anything. You should have said something.
Kid Rock.
Rules.
Dude, he's amazing. But dude,
what do you mean him shooting the rainbow cans?
I was just like, what the fuck? I don't even think they were rainbow cans.
No, but it's like
Bud Light.
But it's like,
I don't care.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I have friends. My algorithm is wild.
Does anyone drink more Bud Light than fucking Kid Rock?
No,
I'm thinking it was a marketing ploy.
Not anymore.
I'm thinking Bud Light was like, hey,
no,
we're gonna put this out. Kid,
it was
100%.
No, hold on. What Bud Light did was a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
What it's going to do.
So if anything, gay
is
people should be mad at them. LGBTQ should be mad at Bud Light.
Whatever the opposite of a marketing ploy is what they pulled off. Because they somehow found a way.
No, it's free advertising.
They pissed off their whole advertising base.
They sent a case of beer with someone's face on it. A trans person, I guess.
It was a trans woman.
A trans woman. I don't know.
Right?
I don't even know the person.
If it was a guy and used to be a guy, now it's a woman. That's a trans woman. Right?
No. I think they are the person that is now.
Hey, Lupin.
So if it's a woman who is now a guy, it's a trans guy.
That's what I said, but in reverse.
No, I thought you said if it's a
if it
guy
used
who
to
became
be
a woman, it's a trans. Oh,
it's a trans woman, right?
God, we're dumb. We need like a
I need a chart.
Either way, don't care. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, it's fine. And also, that's the whole thing. Is like,
you know what the worst part about this?
I don't know Zimzers.
Everyone's like, oh, I can't believe people are up in arms about it. When Bud Light's pretending to be a beer. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Like, you're not manly because of the fucking beer you drink. Let me just explain that real quick. Drinking whatever is whatever.
That was like back when I would dip. It was like guys like, you doing citrus? I'm like, yeah, it tastes good. He's like, I dip Copenhagen. I'm like, well, that shit tastes
Copenhagen whiskey.
That shit tastes like pork. It tastes like shit.
Fuck.
I'm like, yeah, you're dipping something that tastes like shit.
It just
now I got this.
Yeah, it's
like
whatever. It's the same thing about your steak. I don't give a fuck how you cook your steak. Eat your food. I don't give a shit. Does it make me less or more? I think you should eat your food.
I grew up poor, and a very thin steak cooked well done, cut up and dipped in ketchup, ain't fucking bad.
Yeah. Well, in my case, a Salisbury steak that came out of that fucking wrapper. That was delicious. You know what? There wasn't no pink in that.
You know what
wasn't no pink.
You know what my son's favorite thing in the world is? Salisbury steak mashed potatoes. I showed it to him one time. I was like, hey, you want to see how the other side lives? Because I fucking cook.
You kind of fucked up. That's delicious.
Dude, his whole life, I cooked like from scratch.
Salisbury steak is good.
No, I cook like from scratch, like fresh meals for dinner. Like that was our thing. It's like I cook dinners.
Yeah.
Like we had dinner.
Leia, I would like my steak. It's not red. I want it red. I'm like,
yeah.
What, you want that part?
No. But I'm like, I like pasta.
You know, class, right?
He's eating salmon. Like he eats food.
I don't much like salmon, and they fucking love it. And I think
like
it
salmon.
Stinks to high. I hate the texture. It's like turkey.
But I was like, let me show you how the other half. Let me show you what a lazy parent does.
Yeah.
And on record, if you're feeding your kid that bullshit, you're a lazy fucking parent. If you're feeding your kid ramen noodles for dinner, if you're feeding your kid fucking chicken nuggets every day, you're lazy.
Hey, I get chicken nuggets.
They're fine.
But they're the Purdue non-GMO
but that's fine. It's what kids eat. But it's like you need to be cooking real food for your kid so they're not on all this processed bullshit and they're not fucking getting poisoned.
I try to
And guess what? My kid's an absolute
everything, and she will not touch a vegetable other than cauliflower fucking bullshit that's wings.
Yeah.
Or
that's great.
Spinach and feta.
That's great.
That's it. Nothing else.
But I mean they come in ages, whatever. But it's like put the effort in. Put the effort in.
The little fat one eats it all. Dude, monster truck. She just loves it.
You're like, here's a carrot.
Bro.
But it's like, if you're hungry, eat a fucking carrot.
I forced Leia to eat a carrot one time. And I was like, no, I'm going to sit here. You're going to fucking eat it. Blah, blah, blah. I was mad as hell. And then I was like, you're going to eat the carrot. Eat the carrot. It was in a soup. She fucking ate the carrot. 3 bites, projectile vomit.
She's like, joke's on you, retard.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun mopping this up.
She actually doesn't like the consistency of a carrot.
No, I'm saying I'm saying a fresh carrot.
No, this was like a soupy inside a stew.
I eat 5 pounds.
I like carrots.
I eat 5 pounds of carrots.
I think carrots are delicious. That's just me.
Carrots are great. If I want
Beta-carotene's good for you.
If I want something sweet, eat a carrot.
Carrots.
Want something salty? Pickle.
Supposed to help the eyes.
Beta-carotene.
Supposed to. I thought that was a myth, and then I read up on it, and I was like, it really does.
I should have night vision.
This is why you don't wear Coke. Like, it's stopping you because you eat your carrots.
I should have marine night vision. With how many goddamn carrots I eat.
Marine night vision.
The fucking flip down.
Yeah, an NVG on this eye, and then
I should have that.
An eagle's
like a reticle. I should have that with how many goddamn carrots I eat. But it's like, it's all a choice. Carrots. You could just be like, you can be healthy.
Yeah.
And that thing kind of pisses me off. Like, dude, when I see a little fat kid, I get kind of pissed.
Yeah, it's
because kids aren't naturally like, and they're like, that's their DNA. It's like, no, it's not.
I don't understand how it happens.
Do you know what it is? Is because they eat more calories than they burn.
It's that process. It's the what is it? That's the oil, the fucking seed oils and everything that they eat.
It's calories in, calories out. It's impossible.
Popcorn.
It's impossible for you to eat less calories than you're burning and not lose weight. It's fucking impossible. And if you eat more calories than you're burning, you gain weight. That's how the fucking human body's designed. And it's taken millions of years of evolution to make this beautiful fucking thing we have. And they're fucking wasted. They're spitting in their face of our ancestors that had to fucking throw rocks and spears and chase shit around and hunt all that shit.
Yeah, now we don't have to do it. I can just go to Kroger, dude. Yeah. I get some sick-ass T-bones.
Now they're fucking feeding kids. McDonald's, like fast food every night.
Dude, I'm so crazy. Like, when I go to the store now, I don't even like to get the shit that's already wrapped. I go to the counter so they put it in the paper. Because I'm like, I don't want the fucking plastic on my shit. I don't want that, dude. It's so fucking paranoid I am.
Do I have a sirloin roast? No, not a sirloin roast. That's for peasants.
Is it wrapped? Dude, any type of meat.
I have a ribeye roast.
You got a ribeye roast?
In the smoker.
They had... Ooh. Is it my... Have you seen my Oklahoma Joe smoker? I got a fucking beefy boy out there. 1,000 square inch Oklahoma Joe. It's a fucking... Yeah. I got it. It was like $1,200.
I'm still rocking the Pit Boss.
Dude, it was like $1,200. And it was at Lowe's, and they had it like the floor model of it. And they're like, oh yeah, $300. It's like,
I'm there.
I'm taking this home.
I think we need to start having not a schedule of talking points, but maybe like a sign of like what not to say.
Could.
I've said a couple bad words, and every time I've said them, it was somebody else saying it to me.
It was somebody else saying it.
I was the victim of that crime.
You know, if we had a producer, someone over there sitting in the chair going over the stuff, you know, it would help.
You do like edit that, please. Thank you.
Something. There was a guy that was supposed to do that. His name was Carl, CJ.
Ooh.
He'll just go out, you know, go
CJ,
hiking, having fun, and, you know, do all this other, you know, shit for free that no one else is ever going to see. But he can come in here and do the mixing. Like right now, we have multicam set up.
A CJ sounds like something that you pay a prostitute $500 for.
Yeah, and it sucks. Don't even get off.
No.
But no, yeah, we had multicam set up for everybody. Everyone's going to, like, when I start talking, I go in a deep whatever I want to say and bullshit on. Close up on me. Same with him. We have it all set up. It's all ready to go.
Listen to me.
Can't do it.
All 5 people who are still watching this.
6.5. I've looked at the metrics. Actually, I'll share them with you after this. The video is lower than the audio.
Yeah.
Why?
Because people listen to podcasts on audio.
It's weird.
It's an audio medium.
Yeah, but like there's a video aspect to it too. And you know what? The video's free. We've already talked about that. It's the bullshit.
And you can get this.
Dude, you just get the gunshot.
Oh, let me pop it out.
I'm gonna somehow edit mine to be bigger. It's gonna be hard, but I'll do it.
But
that's gonna be the fucking that's gonna be the thumbnail.
I do this to my girlfriend every day.
Dude.
Or I do that, or I'll fucking flare up like, babe. And she's like,
what's the plan? Who's fighting tonight?
Israel Adesanya is fighting Alex Pareja.
I'm coming.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna watch.
I'm gonna come.
I told Ellen, I was like, dude, if he's watching fights, I'm gonna watch fights.
Yeah. Gilbert Burns is gonna absolutely melt Jorge Masvidal.
Who? Oh, I thought he was okay. Never mind.
This is going to be.
I was gonna say, is this his last? I thought the last fight was his last fight.
You heard it here first, kids. This is Jorge Masvidal's last fight.
All right, prediction.
Because he's gonna get the fucking brakes beat off him by Gilbert Burns.
This how ensure my timeline of Garrett coming back.
Gilbert
next week.
Burns
I'm gonna get a prediction so he can.
Yeah, Gilbert Burns looks like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu world champion fucked a pit bull.
Okay.
That boy would fight the devil if he signed a fucking contract. Gilbert Burns is one of the biggest absolute fucking dogs in the UFC.
What's his main? Wrestler, jiu-jitsu?
He's a jiu-jitsu world champion.
Okay.
And he hits like a fucking truck.
Masvidal is not. Okay, so he's going to take Masvidal down.
And he's not scared. Well, his takedowns aren't. They're not high level.
Is he gonna stand and bang with Masvidal?
He can.
Is he going to? Okay, is Masvidal gonna explode on him, Askren style? Is he gonna come right out of the gate and try to do something crazy?
Well, he's not gonna come out and shoot a takedown. Gilbert Burns don't give a fuck. Gilbert Burns put fucking the Nigerian Nightmare on fucking Queer Street. Think Queer Street is when guys get shaky.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Put him on Queer Street.
Okay, so we have Adesanya obviously gonna win.
Marty Fake Newsman. He put him on fucking Queer Street.
I'm gonna go Masvidal. Masvidal's gonna knock him out.
And then Gilbert Burns got knocked out by the same fella. But you think Masvidal's gonna knock out Gilbert Burns?
If I haven't seen Masvidal and I haven't watched his last fight, and
well, it was Colby Covington fucking beating him from pillar to post for 5 rounds.
Do you like Colby Covington?
I love Colby Covington.
Is it because of his attitude or because of the way he fights?
Both.
Really?
Here's why I like Colby Covington. Because
his hair?
No, it's Colby Covington. He talks mad shit and he fights the fight style that you do not want to fight a guy that talks shit like that. Because he's not going to come out and flash knock you out in 30 seconds. And you'd be like, well, he caught me, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's just going to beat you down.
Colby Covington has more stamina than anybody in that fucking weight division. His wrestling is fucking fantastic. Like, he puts a beating on boys. He doesn't just come out and knock you out. He doesn't take you down and hold you down. He hits you in the face 1,000 times, takes you down 20 times. You're so fucking tired by the end of you fighting Colby Covington. He takes guys, this is my favorite thing. He takes guys in deep water and then he fucking drowns them.
That's inhumane.
And then that's a guy that called you a piece of shit, said you didn't take care of your kids, tried to hit up your fucking baby mom on DMs. Is it because
he doesn't have the power to knock out that he just keeps toying the entire time?
Dude, he almost got
piece him up.
He was going to get kicked out of the UFC. He had to turn heel because he was winning fights, but they were like, "You're boring
as fuck." Yeah,
you're boring.
Yeah,
and he was
I've
like,
heard
"Okay."
That from a lot of, like, yeah, I
but
heard
it's
that
like,
on TFK. And
it's like, okay, I'm boring. How about this?
Yeah,
I will just talk the wildest shit in the world, and then come fucking fight me, pussy.
Yeah.
And then
if you win and that happens too, it kind of has a good trajectory.
And then he shows up and wins.
But if you have an accent, dude, you just like go to the top.
But then he shows up.
But he doesn't.
He just shows up and wins. And he's like,
asshole.
"Fuck you, dude." He called him Marty Fake Newsman, Kamaru Usman, Marty Fake Newsman with a fucking Trump hat on, in a fucking suit that didn't fit, with a fucking stripper massaging his shoulders. Called him like a bitch. He was like, "You're a fucking D3 wrestler."
Would just make it
He's like, "I'm a fucking D1."
With a suit that didn't fit.
Dude, suit fit bad.
Yeah.
Trump hat. Just being a fucking dumbass. Yeah. But
Garrett's like, "You're making us look bad."
Pissing these guys. No, he's not
you're making us look good in the ring.
It's because being right wing to that level, he's showing it for the clown show that it is. Is like being right wing to that level is a clown show.
He probably isn't.
And
at
it's
all.
like he's not. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But
he's like, yeah, right.
He fucking talks all this shit and gets guys so mad and then fucks them up. And that's, you gotta love that. A heel that can, it's like, that's like, if you're gonna talk shit, back it up. Talk shit, back it up. Talk shit, back it up, pussy. That's like the biggest like comeback to somebody. He's like, he talks shit and then he backs up. That's why everyone loved Conor McGregor. Because he talks shit.
I think that's why people hate it now. Is because they're like, oh, we got our first dose
Conor would jaw and then would knock a guy and go like, oh, then he'd be like, oh, he just caught him. He's lucky. Blah, blah, blah. Conor never drugged a dude for fucking 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was either over in the first or like early in the second. So like, yeah. Fucking what's his name? The Jose.
He's not a
thing.
cardio.
It was
dude,
bop, 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 bop.
Yeah. Colby's a fucking cardio monster.
He doesn't catch you with one. He will catch you with like three, and it's like, what the fuck? And it's out. But yeah.
A cardio monster who's also
Conor in the third round.
An insane wrestler.
Conor McGregor in the third. What does he look like? Looks like me on a treadmill at 1.5 miles.
Yeah, you're like, ooh.
Hurting.
Not
shit a little bit. It's a fucking That's why those Nate Diaz fights. Oh, so fun to watch.
All right. So
give
go
me
in your time machine. Go back.
Go back.
Israel Adesanya is going to finally be Alex Pereira.
Okay.
Probably not, but fucking
I have faith.
I have a little bit. But
Jorge
Masvidal is going to get absolutely trashed.
I'll play opposite on
by
that.
Gilbert Burns.
I'll say overhand right somebody just knocks him out with his old man strength and dislocates his shoulder at the same time.
He ain't got it in him anymore.
Hear that? Hear that?
Colby beat the dog.
He's got the streets of Miami flowing through his blood.
Colby beat the dog out of Jorge. Jorge's not a dog anymore. Colby beat him like a dog.
Did he call him a little white boy after it was over?
He should have. White pussy.
Yeah.
Colby said, "I'm the king of Miami now."
I love the flagrant racism one.
Colby said,
So
I'm
good.
the king of Miami.
I'm the
And then Jorge snuck him in a fucking steakhouse parking
Dude,
lot.
oh yeah. Did that happen?
Yeah.
I didn't. I needed to follow up on that. But anyway, what? Who else? Is that it? That's the
That's
two. That's the main.
And then there's a young man. I did my research,
Any research?
but now I'm trying to go off the top of my head.
Believe it or not, I did less than you. Yes, you told me about the fight.
There's a kid who's 18 years old.
Believe it or not,
There's a
Garrett.
kid who's 18 years old, and it's gonna be his second fight in the UFC, and that's who's opening the card.
18. Remember that little karate kid that went
And he
away?
has a-
Gage.
He has a hair lip.
It was Gage, right?
Can you say that?
Hair lip.
He has a hair lip,
Harlip. Hair lip.
and he would beat me to death.
Probably.
Kid's a stud.
Remember
18,
that little jiu-jitsu guy we talked about last podcast? No.
18 years old fighting the
You
UFC.
would fucking murder that kid.
Which kid?
That one kid who thinks he's like the best. That's my favorite thing we do, by the way. Just saying that. The fucking the glasses kid who's like, I'm a nerd and I do jujitsu. I'm the best in the world. You would
Michael
fucking
Musumeci?
kill that kid. I don't care what you say. If you got a hold of him and you squeeze that little kid who's never lifted an air conditioner in 90-degree heat in fucking Ohio,
He would literally.
he would kill you.
He would literally.
You think
Not
he'd
even
kill you?
metaphorically, but he could butt fuck me.
Nah, I think you'd fuck him up.
He could hold me down and put his little hard dick in my ass.
I think there's a point where the weight and the size just overcomes,
You think that?
and that you're at for him.
You
that
think that?
He could have sex with me.
No,
I think you.
he could fuck your
I
mouth.
don't think. Yeah, I think that you. Could
He couldn't
squeeze
fuck my mouth. He could fuck my ass.
If he gets behind me, he's squirrely. He's got little arms. I
that
wouldn't be able to
fucker's gonna
get
get me.
my fat troll fingers.
Yeah. He'd fuck me.
You'd kill that kid. Hey, look at me, kid.
Michael Musumeci, here's your call out.
Yeah.
Zach
My
Webb
name's
says they'll
CJ Smith,
split
not
your
fucking.
cheeks.
I will fucking shoot you with a pellet gun in the thigh.
Dude, you think that? The Sambo was talking shit. Guess what happened to the Sambo guy against Michael Musumeci?
Fucking Sambo?
He fucked his knee up so bad, they fucking pixelated it until you click a link. That's how bad Michael
Until you
Musumeci
click a link.
fucked the Sambo world champion up.
The fuck is Sambo? Fucking dance fighting?
No, that's capoeira, you fucking
Yeah, that's
Wally Trollman.
that's dumb too.
Na na no way, pa na no way, pa na na.
What is that? Remember that movie about that?
I have no idea the name of that movie,
But you know, you
but
saw
I
it.
know pa na no way.
Fucking capillaries? What'd you call it? Caballero?
It's called capoeira.
Fucking Steve Caballero. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Capoeira.
Fucking Caballero. Caballero. Are we at time?
This is Fighting the Kid.
We're sucking.
We're out.
I hope they try to sue us.
I have to get home in 8 minutes.